Welcome to Godly Play. Now you remember that when we are in the Godly Play room, there are shelves that are full of the stories that we learn about in Godly Play. And some of the stories are on trays, some of them are in baskets, and some of them are in boxes, golden boxes, and that's what we have today. It's a parable, and a parable is a lot like this golden box. First of all, it looks kind of old. Parables are very old, over 2,000 years old. It's golden, and if this box were real gold, it would be very, very valuable. Well, a parable is perhaps even more valuable than that. Then the other thing about the box is that you have to get into it. You know, it's closed. It has a lid. And sometimes that's easy and sometimes not so easy. And a parable is like that too. There are layers of meaning, and one day it might not make any sense, and another day something may come to you. So don't get discouraged if it's hard to open at the very beginning. That can be true. And then the last thing about a parable is that, like this box, if someone gave you a box like this, it's a present. The box is a very old, the parable is a very old present just for you. Now let's get started with this parable. This is the one called the mustard seed. And we do seem to always roll out something, so here we go. Okay. Now there once was a man who said so many amazing things and did so many amazing things that people followed him. And as they followed him, they asked him questions. One of the things that he talked about was a kingdom of heaven. But this kingdom didn't sound like anything they had ever heard of. It wasn't like the kingdom they lived in, and it wasn't like any kingdom they've ever visited. And it was just completely strange. And so they asked, what is this kingdom of heaven? Good question. What is this kingdom of heaven? And this was Jesus' answer. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. It is so small that if I held one on the very tip of my fingers, you would not be able to see it. It's tiny. But if a man were to take that seed and plant it, something would grow. And this little tiny, almost invisible seed would grow to become a bush, a shrub, and then a small tree. Now it grew, and then birds noticed it, and they began to fly around to take a look to see what this might be. Lots of birds, all different kinds of birds. This tree is much larger than that seed we began with, isn't it? And then the birds began to build nests. Now here comes the wondering. I wonder if the man was happy to see the birds come. I wonder if they were happy to see the tree. And what about the seed? After it had grown into this tree, could the man have pushed it back into the seed? And after this tree has grown, where is the seed? What happened to the seed? What does this make you think of? This is a powerful parable. It's written about in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and also in the Gospel of Thomas. Now, I want you to enjoy your thinking and working with this as you write or draw or act out the story. Bits and pieces of it will come to you and will fit together like a puzzle. Now, our love to you. Be well. We hope to see you back in the Godly Playroom. Thank you.